I always talk about owner financing deals being 6 figures and up for all 3 paydays. Can you actually do that when you're new to the business? Hey there, Chris Prefontaine with another Deal Structure Sunday, and welcome back. I think you've been on already, Chad Heeter from Colorado, High Six Associate, cranking out his 3rd deal. Welcome, Chad.
Hey, Chris. How's it going?
Very good. I'm going to dive into I'm going to share the screen, but while I'm doing that, why don't you just give the 10,000 foot view of the source, and then how long it took for you to find, like, just about how you got the deal, and then we'll dive into numbers as I call it up. How's that?
Sure thing. So this was a slide broadcast that went out earlier this year, and this was an expired. This is and the seller was in a position. She had gone through a divorce recently, and was just trying to liquidate this property. This was in her name. She had it on listed with her realtor, and just wasn't happy with that experience. And so it was just really, when she got my message, just, we clicked right from the beginning, and she understood what we were doing and loved the option. And she could begin to liquidate, as soon as we found a buyer. It was contingent on a buyer, and she could start getting some income.
I love it. And what I love, I know you know this, but what I love about these terms deals, this one's even better than know them, but it's always win-win, or we don't do it. You're helping this woman out so much. You're excited. Your buyer's excited, which we'll talk about.
Yes, it's all correct. Yep.
So the only thing that we're going to have on the new sheets for the viewers to know is when this deal is expired, we don't talk about sale price, or purchase price. We talk about equity versus what's owed when it's a sandwich. This is purely debt-free, and Chad structured owner financing. And let's go through the rough numbers, Chad. You got, it looks like 420 purchase.
Correct.
You've negotiated with the seller 36 months.
Uh-huh.
Cool. We'll come back to this, but you marked it up to 460.
Yes.
Okay, and then as you and I were talking before they came on, this payday one is actually 42,000.
Yes.
And they're going to see how in a minute. So, sorry, I'm drawing with a mouse instead of my iPad, so it's not as easy. All right. So this is 18,000 at the signing, which is 2 days from now, correct?
Yes, it is. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how excited are you? Pretty excited.
Very excited. Very pumped.
All right. Then you're taking the rest of payday one is right here. So we'll show them what we did here. It's going to be 6,000 times 4 different payments. When are those, Chad?
Well, it's actually just to be specific. So the numbers are a breakdown. 10,000 in 6 months, and then 2,000 for after their tax refund next year.
Okay.
So it's 10,000, 2,000, and then 10,000 and 2,000 again. So
10-2.
Yes.
Love it. Yeah. So I just want to point this out. I got off of a deal structure filming not too long ago. And we were off the film, and Greg and Cammie, who you know well, the High Sixers, said, what's really cool? We look at our spreadsheet and we have over $250,000 and it's spread out. And next year we have payday threes. Like, they're getting excited, as you are, I'm sure, charting.
Yeah. You chart out those paydays over time, and you've got some income coming in at these different periods. It's really nice.
Cool. So what we have here, I'll keep it basic, is we have payday one at $42,000. Payday two, we have a monthly payment. Is this to your seller or from your buyer?
That's from my buyer.
Okay, so that's incoming. What's going out on this 420?
$1,800 a month.
Wow, that's a good price. Good monthly on that. All right. So your monthly cash flow at 495 is accurate, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So this is an accurate payday two.
Yes.
17,820. Nice. We're building. All right. So now we come down to payday three. Well, first, Chad, let's talk about the buyer. I would have missed that. So I said it was a win-win-win, but talk about the buyer a little bit. I forget, honestly, with all the deals we do.
Yeah, of course. No, again, the buyers we found are really excited to have this opportunity. It's a mom and her two sons, and the two sons are in their late 20s, early 30s. They are both business owners. The mom is retired and receiving benefits from a work injury, and then they have their uncle. So it's a family of four that are doing this. The two sons are actually going to be qualifying for the mortgage in 30 months. So
Okay.
we screened them with Screen the Tenant with Paul and Joanne. It came back as looking like 24 to 30 months, and so we set up our lease with them that they need to be qualified within 30 months, which then gives me a window, if there are any hiccups, another 6 months to pivot if
Yes.
needed.
Yeah.
So
And if it was 48, I'd say leave them alone. But because it's 36, yeah, I'd want to keep them right on track.
sure. And so for this, so it's kind of it's a non-traditional in terms of a family purchase,
Yeah.
but it is actually the first time they've purchased a home. So they were really excited for the opportunity. For them, it's location is key. The monthly payment is
What
works
was
for
their
them.
challenge? Why they couldn't go conventional, or did they just love the house? So what was their? Why do they need 30 months?
Right. So the two boys are self-employed. So they need, it's that conversation where they need seasoning. Banks
Okay.
require seasoning when they're self-employed.
Love it.
So within 24 months, I'm sure they'll be set up. I'm going to make sure they're set up to get qualified. So,
Love it. Now I have a
um,
couple clarifications and questions for the viewers and for me. So very important to know for the viewers. I always say, and you can tell me how you did it. I always say, I want all the people that earn income on the lease, because I don't care who's getting the mortgage. Whoever that is will be going through credit enhancement and all that. But I want them all on the lease for safety for us. Did you end up having everybody sign or no?
yes, we ended up doing that because you and I discussed that last week.
Awesome.
So the two sons had already done Screen the Tenant. We went ahead and did the mom and did a background check on the uncle as well. So everyone contributing in some way is going to be on the lease, and they understand that. So so they'll be at the signing on Saturday. And then this is a dual signing, so the seller is going to be there an hour before as well. So
Really cool. Dual signing. You're buying the house and then the same day closing it.
yeah,
I love it. All
yeah.
right. So the surplus on the house, because you marked it up. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I am sorry about that. Hold on. Surplus on the house is 40,000.
Yes.
Awesome. And then how we do the payday 3, so everybody follows it, especially if they're new to it, is there's the markup, sure. But then we have some principal pay down to account for, $1,800 a month, as you saw in payday 2. So that's a full $64,000, almost 65. Therein lies, guys, why the owner financing deals, I can confidently say, if you structure 3 or 4 year terms, depending on the price range and monthly, you are at 6 figures every time, as you're going to see in a minute. We do have to take away, however, the deposit was already paid. So at payday 3, we're coming out to how much, Chad? 40 plus that minus the 42 here, not 18.
Let's see, 62,800.
Okay, so 62.8 on when they go to cash this out. Sorry, again, I'm writing with a mouse. How good are my fingers today? 62.8. All right. So if you take 42, 17.8, and 62.8, we got what for a total profit?
And don't forget the monthly payment. We keep that first.
Okay, so my bad. So payday 1 up here, we kept the first payment of $22.95.
Yeah. So $22.95. So the grand total is $124,915.
$124,915.
Yeah. Then that's if it goes full term, 36 months. So.
All right. Well, boohoo if you
Exactly.
if you only got, I'm sorry, 124.9.
124,915.
Yeah. So boohoo if you only got 100 out of it, or boohoo if you got 120 out of it, right?
Right. So
I think you'd be okay. In fact, let's take a reality pill here. Would you be okay with it if you got your 42 grand and nothing's going to change this deal this much. But if you got your 42 grand and then had 20 months of principal pay down,
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
who cares?
Yeah.
Okay. So instead of that 64.8, who cares if it was 44.8?
Right. Right.
All right.
These are yeah. With going in with I'm not putting anything into this deal except up front with my attorney fees and driving time and gas. That's it.
Okay, so that's a good point, Chad. Two things, and we'll try to wrap up. I opened it saying 300 something thousand because all three of your owner financing, all first three of your deals with us doing deals were over 100 and they total 3 something.
342,000.
That's so sweet. And then to close the second one, I don't remember the first one. The second one, it was just like this. You went to the closing table, your attorney took in in this case, the 18 grand, paid some of her miscellaneous fees. It's not that bad, a few $1,000, and then you take the rest home.
Yeah.
Done deal.
It's a good deal.
I love it. I love it. Did we miss anything, Chad, besides the juicy 124 at the end? Did we miss anything?
I don't think so. I mean, owner financing deals are great for that. I feel a little more security with them as well because I've got title in hand, which allows me to pivot. Which just gives me more options to pivot if need be. So.
Good deal.
Really
now, a couple of things that come to mind. You're going to see it because you're going to participate this afternoon on one of our workshops. But we do a free sit down the first, second, and third Thursday of every month at 4:00 on Zoom. So if you don't have that link and you're not getting that by text or email and you're watching this, email support@smartrealestatecoach.com. On the fourth Thursday, which is what Chad and I are going to be working on tonight with Zach, my son-in-law, is a Wicked Smart workshop, and that is for QLS holders only. So if you are not presently in the course on Smart Real Estate Coach Academy called Quantum Leap System Home Study Course or video program, then you're going to want to get that. Just go to getqls.com. It's that simple, guys. You're on YouTube now, or maybe you're seeing this somewhere else on social media, and you're seeing hundreds of deals, and you're seeing someone like Chad rack up 6 figures 3 times in a row. What could possibly be stopping you from saying, yeah, I want a little piece of that? Chad, any advice for, I guess I'm going to ask you to do 2 high points and then we'll wrap up. Any advice for someone who hasn't done QLS yet about your experience from pre-Smart Coach to now? And then any advice for someone, because you're going to be talking to them tonight that has QLS, but for whatever reason didn't lock arms with us yet. Like, any thoughts?
Yeah, no, I mean, QLS is a fantastic education. I mean, I would equivalent, it's equivalent to probably, a couple of years of college education, if not more. It's a master's degree in this kind of deal structure. So it really is well beyond the return is well beyond the price of it. And then in terms of next steps, yes, we have, and we've discussed this before. We have plenty of people who do the course, can go on and do their own deals. There are so many nuances that come up with different deal structures that we've done, and questions that I'm just so grateful that I can turn to the community, throw those questions out, get a response within minutes, oftentimes. Or get on the phone with you to discuss, just things I haven't run into, because there's hundreds of things that I've run into since taking QLS, and I'd be at a loss if not having the guidance of you guys. And it's a fantastic community besides that. So
yeah, spot on, buddy. Thanks, I appreciate it, and a super congrats. I'm psyched for you and the kids, obviously. And if you guys want to know how that might fit in your world, I'll do a call with you. So I'm putting it out there to several thousand subscribers saying, I'll do a free call with you, a strategy call, so you can maybe see how it might fit for you. I don't know what the call will be like, but I can tell you the 6 simple steps to get on it. You just go to smartrealestatecoach.com/action, and we'll ask you a few questions. The answers don't have to be, I did a bunch of deals. It could be, I've never done a deal in my life, which is most of our associates. And just so answer those honestly. We'll get on a call. I promise you I'll give you some nuggets. I promise you you'll consider it time well spent. Chad, thanks again, buddy, and we will see you in a few hours.
Thanks. Bye, Chris.